Welcome back to Above Average. This is episode 4. I am Alex Paeta, and this is your co-host, Lorissa Violet.
Hello, everybody.
If you are new around here, this podcast is dedicated to the high-achieving woman who refuses to accept mediocrity in their life. Lorissa and I are obsessed with finding new strategies and systems to make our lives operate a little bit more smoothly, make them a little bit more enjoyable as we continue to add more complexity and responsibilities to our day-to-day. So today, we have an exciting episode. We are going to pull back the curtain and dive into the nitty-gritty. It's kind of a weird word, but nitty-gritty.
The nitty-gritty.
Yeah, the detailed, exactly what we do.
Diving in, digging in to the specifics of how we operate the day-to-day.
And
less about the big picture and more about like the actual tangible action items.
Because sometimes it's those small things that really make a difference in how your day flows. So hopefully there's something new that can help that you can take away. But before we dive into that, I haven't seen you in a while. We haven't caught up a lot recently.
Know.
So
you know what is funny? We don't actually, contrary to popular belief, we don't really chat between episodes. I mean, we talk about like the backbone of getting the pod up, but we don't talk about like life stuff, which I kind of like because then when we sit down, we like catch up on life.
And so there's been a lot going on.
There's been
lately.
a lot. So you went on a trip.
Yes, we just got back from Japan.
How was that?
God, it was an adventure.
I bet.
It was so great. It was like, it was one of the best things I've ever done in my life.
Oh my gosh, good. Yeah. I'm so happy to hear that.
It was wild. It was absolutely chaos
Flight?
And wild.
Good?
You know, depends on your definition of good.
Yeah.
I think I shared with you our flight, like our travel day there was 20 hours long, and my toddlers each slept for an hour and my baby for 3. So it was intense keeping everybody.
Do they just not get tired?
It's mind-boggling.
It's mind-boggling because I flew, I was pregnant. I was super pregnant, but we took the babies to Turkey, which is 18 hours, and they slept like the whole time. Like, we planned it out. Like, so we flew out at 8 p.m. So I'm like, okay, it's their bedtime. So I feel like their internal clock just kicked in.
Yeah, I mean, that's what you would think.
Yeah,
I
but
also did a lot of planning. No go. So good thing we brought like 5 carry-on bags with a ton of activities.
Toys and
but it was like mentally very taxing to keep everybody
and you're like
sane.
Probably wanting to sleep also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I want that every day of my life, and that doesn't happen.
That's just it's not in the cards for you, but that's okay.
That's
you keep chugging along.
But Japan was phenomenal.
Good.
Once we got through the flights, it was a really cool experience, and it was cool to get out of routine. We're so regimented as a family.
Yeah.
Which isn't that surprising. And to kind of mix it up and give the kids those new experiences was just so cool to see.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
Good. I'm glad you guys had a good time.
We did.
Yeah.
What's new with you?
So much. I say we, I guess because I'm involved to an extent, but the boys, so Michael, my husband, and one of his very best friends who was in our wedding, Jason Winkler, they're working on an app, which is really cool, and it's really taking off. So that's kind of been like the bulk of the conversation in our house. Honestly, the last 2 weeks have been really intense because they've been working on getting their beta launch. So they did the beta launch on Wednesday so people could actually see and like get on the app and figure out what it is. So it's called Rhythms, and very different than like a dating app where you're just kind of like swiping and people are putting their own information in and you're like, oh, are you hot or not? And you swipe. It's a true compatibility app. So you could use it for anything from like finding clients to finding partners to, you can use it for love if that's what you're interested in, but you could find a hiking buddy. You could find, it's truly like what you do on a day-to-day and kind of, your sleep habits and your workout habits, and it matches you with people. So you can see your percentage of compatibility. It's so funny. We had one friend who got on the app and another friend, and they're from 2 totally different friend groups. And this one friend texts us, he's like, I was a 90% match with this guy, so we're going to go get sushi. And like, they don't hang out.
Wow.
Like, it literally was like, we just didn't realize we had all this in common and we're going to go hang out. And I'm like, this is the coolest thing ever because it's actually using data, like, where do you shop and where do you hang out and like what is your health patterns and like not just, oh, I'm like the basics, you know?
How does it get all the information? That's
So
fascinating.
they pull from many different data points and they have a ton of different partners who are like pulling data from, I mean, there's many different ways that they pull the data, and they're not storing the data. They're not doing anything with the data other than using it to kind of like filter, like, what do you and this person have in common? So it's really cool.
That's
I mean, it's
awesome.
anything from like, do you like Symbiotica? I like Symbiotica. Okay, then you also are probably into other health and wellness. Like, and it's kind of tracking that way. So anyways, very cool.
Wow.
It's been taking up the bulk of our last 2 weeks. So it's in beta. It's really cool. So aside from that, Lorissa's list launch.
I know.
Which is really
so
exciting for me, which I honestly have just kind of been working in my own little bubble because the boys have been so going crazy with the rhythms thing. So Lorissa's list is launched. I'm super happy with it. And we're already working on a version 2, integrating other technologies and all of that. So more to come on Lorissa's list, but it's live. I have like a list of brands and businesses sitting in my inbox who are like, how do we get on the list and all that. So anyways, I love it. It's
You're
cool.
about to get one more because I want to get on the list too.
I think I already put you on the list.
Oh, yes.
I think you're already on the list.
Am I? Because
Yeah.
I checked it out. I love the interface. It's so easy to use. It's
Good.
really exciting.
That's what I want to hear.
Yeah, it's awesome.
And that's the thing is I want to, for a phase 2, when you search something, if it's not existent in there, say you searched, say you weren't on there and someone searched Alex Paeta, we're trying to get it right now to where it's smart enough to somewhat think like me in terms of like, okay, I will get this information for you. So I'm scrubbing data and information, but only stuff I like.
That's awesome.
You know? So it's really cool. So we're working on that.
The possibilities right now
I know.
are insane.
It's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys are in big, heavy tech launch mode.
We're in a tech launch mode in our house. Yeah, it's like tech hub at our house, which is good. I love it. It's
That's
all
so
good
fun.
stuff. Yeah.
I'm diving deep into Claude Code right now. Like I'm obsessed to the point that I can't really think about anything else other than building these like bots that are helping me operate effectively.
Nice.
But I try to tell Jeff about it, my husband, and there's no tech bone in his body. Like we're scratching the surface of Excel spreadsheets over there.
Okay. So, yeah,
I
no
feel like I'm
thanks.
talking to myself. I'm like, watch what I can build you.
what I
He's
can
like,
do.
okay,
Yeah.
let's go to bed.
Yeah. Goodbye. I was just at South by Southwest for the launch, and that is tech. Like it is tech heavy. And I didn't realize that. I kind of thought like fun, festival, music, which it is a little bit, but it's very tech.
How was it?
It was good. It was really good. I got connected with so many cool people, but like you'll walk by somebody and it's like, oh, hi, I'm Lorissa. And they're like, okay, so what do you do? Are you an AI? Are you an investor? Do you have an investor? Are you seeding? Are you pre-seed? Like they just want to talk business. There's no like niceties. They want to get down. Are you an engineer? What like they want to get
Interesting.
into the business, which is fine. It was good. It was awesome.
It was a little bit more like that when I lived in the Bay Area too. It's very different down here.
Oh yeah, Bay Area
Yeah.
for sure. Because all the Palo
That's
Alto.
what it is.
Yeah.
A bunch of people.
Any
in tech.
company I've ever worked for, I think was headquartered in Palo Alto Networks or in Palo Alto. Yeah.
That's fun. I saw
Yeah.
your story that there was a lot of denim and it made me laugh.
Oh my gosh, I stuck out like a sore thumb. But you know what? I've always stuck out like a sore thumb in the tech world anyway. So it was like, I'm used to this.
Yeah.
Tech bros, denim, polos. And then I'm like,
And you.
hello, I'm here to talk cybersecurity. But it was good. It was really good. I was away from the baby for the first time, which I just don't like it.
I know.
It's just not for me. I don't find relief in it. And granted, I was there for work, but you know me, like work doesn't outweigh kids
Family. Yeah.
for me. So it was 48 hours. Like I was with them on Saturday, said goodbye to them on Saturday, flew out. I was truly only gone from them for one full day on Sunday because I got back on Monday and saw them. But I just don't like it. It feels yucky and I don't know. So I feel like next time I do something like that, I have to bring them. If I
Bring 'em
do
along for
something
the
like
trip.
that. Yeah.
Yeah. It depends what I'm leaving the kids for. If it's a trip that's me and Jeff, then I'm all in and it's super exciting. But work trips are harder.
Yeah.
It feels funny.
Michael and I have never done a solo trip. I mean, our kids are really little and we've had them like literally back to back. So there hasn't really been a break of being pregnant or like having a baby and then being pregnant, you know, for us.
It really
It would be like now, which might be nice once things settle down for sure.
Jeff and I have gone to Cabo twice and it's just for like 2 or 3 nights, and it's so much fun.
Since having Scarlett or no?
No. Oh, God.
No.
You know, I can barely leave Scarlett for a few hours.
Okay, so with the
continues
other two.
to be the point.
Yeah.
Or the reality.
Yeah.
She's on a bottle strike and a sleeping strike. So, you know, Scarlett. At this rate, we'll never go to Cabo again, just Jeff and I.
You're going to have to bring, I was going to say, you, Jeff, and Scarlett will go to Cabo.
Exactly. Our bedmate.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Hopefully she figures that out soon.
We hope so.
How old is she? 8 months.
8 months.
Okay.
She's getting more demanding with her requests.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a little hopeless over here, Lorissa. But I've tried I won't even go down it. It's just sleep. Sleep is a non-existent thing. And I am impressed by my capacity to speak and function at this point.
It's funny you say that because my, if you see right here on my notes, it says sleep before everything.
Yeah.
These are my notes, my personal notes of how I survive. So good on you because that's
it's
rough.
not for lack of trying. I have tried all the gentle sleep training. I've really tried to adapt co-sleeping. I've tried everything, and we're up every 30 minutes. So it is a big thing on my list too, and I hope to one day be there. And then it'll be life before I slept and life after I slept, and it'll be a wonderful thing.
Yeah, one day she'll be 2 and she'll sleep and you'll
just like my other kids, my perfect sleeping children.
Do they sleep? They sleep well, right? No, they don't. Still no.
They're okay. Oh my gosh. But I was being sarcastic.
Oh, I was like, okay, great. They're gonna get to oh man,
the flights and stuff.
Maybe they get to 7 or 8. I don't know. I don't even want to get that energy out there for you.
One day,
hopefully, one day. Well, we have a really exciting topic today that I think is necessary. How do you want to start? I feel like we just kind of dive in.
Yeah.
Obviously you're going to speak about it from you live it and you do it every day, and you have clients who you help live it and do it every day. And I'm going to speak about it from what I do and trial and error. And it's the thing I get asked about all the time.
Maybe that's where we start, because I'd love to know what you specifically get asked about. What do people want to know? And then maybe we can start kind of riffing on what we do.
So I hear, and I heard it at the Rhythms party the other night, a bunch of moms were coming up to me and they were like, I don't understand how you do all of this stuff. It doesn't make sense to me. I do one thing and I'm exhausted, or whatever. Yeah. And then when I did a poll on social media the last couple of days, it was overwhelmingly about food, cooking, meal planning, and then cleaning, organization, and keeping the house organized.
Interesting.
I would say 85% of the
responses.
The struggles. And then coincidentally, last week at Bible study, we kind of separated into tables, and that you could kind of choose the table that you wanted to go to. And I chose the working moms table. And again, overwhelmingly, it was about food, feeding everybody, cooking, meal planning, etc. And I made a comment and I said, well, I have created a few of these downloadable. They're kind of like cookbooks, but they're 130-minute meals and they're super easy to put together. And a few women were like, that's too much work, because then I have to go and look through a packet of 100 meals. I don't even want to do that. I literally need someone to tell me, here's what you're going to eat for breakfast, lunch, and dinner for the next 7 days, and here's the grocery list. And I want to just order the groceries, and I want to have something super simple, which obviously that way, my mind goes to sign up for a HelloFresh or something, or I don't even know, whatever the,
Yeah, or have repeating weeks. In our house, our eating, you do really nice meals. I see on your stories. Jeff makes our dinners pretty.
Yeah.
But we have the exact same thing for breakfast every single day. Mm-hmm. Jeff and I eat the exact same thing for lunch 7 days a week.
Mm-hmm.
There is no shifting. And then the kids do different things for lunch, but it's the same thing every day of the week. So today's Chicken Nugget Friday. Mm-hmm. And it's a whole thing. We do bok, 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 chicken nugget day.
Yeah.
And everyone's excited. But it's every Friday. There's no discussion about it. And then even dinners. It's we kind of cycle through the exact same things.
So I have a note in here. And I am not someone who likes to prepare for this stuff, because I just like to talk and ramble with you all. But I did have a note in here about, let me go to this tab. Uh-huh. I think a huge misconception right now that comes from social media is that everything needs to be new and exciting and novel. And I feel novelty is really pushed on social media, but I think our brains actually want a repeatable process and they want familiarity. And I don't think there's anything wrong with saying on Friday nights, we just always eat pizza. And on Thursday nights, we just always, or Tuesdays, we always do taco night or whatever. And having that framework.
It's so much easier.
It's way easier.
Like I have had the same burrito bowl for lunch for years. 4 years. We know exactly how we could make it in our sleep.
Yeah.
And so there's just no thought. And we know exactly where everything is at the grocery store. It's not like, oh, I need to add these crazy ingredients. Like whenever I try to switch things up, then the whole grocery store trip takes longer. You're finding new ingredients.
Yeah,
it's just,
totally.
It's just easy.
Totally. And even that, so I'm a big grocery orderer.
Yeah.
I didn't used to be, well, I did, and then I stopped, and then we tried to do Costco, and then we tried to like do all these different things. And I just realized it is so easy to upload everything into the Whole Foods app, through Amazon. And it saves all my favorites. And I don't have to rethink about it because a lot of the stuff is the same. And if I get ground turkey or steak or chicken, then at least I just have those and then I can do something with it. Even if I don't have like this glamorous meal or like milk and butter and egg, and it's just there and I don't have to think, and it's just kind of like on a repeat.
So much easier.
And I just click order and it comes to my house and it's cost like $9 or something.
I would do that all day long if my husband wasn't weirdly into going to the grocery store as a family outing. So,
I think you might be an anomaly with
I am definitely
with
an
your
anomaly,
husband wanting to do that.
But he's a funny one.
Because I said that too at Bible study, and then they're like, "Oh, but is it really expensive?" I'm like, "It's $9, and they don't upcharge the
food items.
Like Instacart does." But
it does. Another big one is Butcher Box. Like all of our meats come through Butcher Box, and we have an outdoor freezer, and that's where we stock. It's so organized. Like there's like boxes that have all of our ground chicken or all of the chicken, all the ribeyes. Like everything's very organized, and so we just pull and go. Like the chicken nugget Fridays, it's all from Butcher Box. Like super clean chicken nuggets.
Clean, you get, and that is actually way less expensive to do it that way.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
And otherwise, we'd be getting it at Sprouts every single week, and I mean, it saves time, it saves money. It's just like easy. It comes ease.
I do love Thrive Market, and I post about it, and people are like, "Do you really use Thrive Market?" I'm like, "Yes, I wouldn't be posting about it if I didn't use Thrive Market." But I think Thrive is really easy because it also saves your favorites.
Yeah.
And I do snacks and a lot of cleaning products on Thrive. So they're just on subscription and then they just come. The baby's pouches and yogurts and crackers and whatever. You can do other stuff there too, but
snacks are a big thing. All my friends use Thrive too.
It's just good, clean snacks.
Yeah.
A lot of gluten-free, a lot of like, everything's organic. It's just easy. And it'll kind of prompt me. It'll be like, oh, it looks like you would like this new item. I'm like, okay, throw it in there. But it just comes. I don't have to think about it. God, laundry detergent, dish soap.
They're not expensive. That's really what adds a ticket.
Yes.
We do a lot of, our nanny does homemade snacks and freezes them whenever she has free time, which is nice because, I don't know, that's a break from the processed. But it's just so easy to buy them that way.
Big on subscription diapers. I have 3 people in my house in diapers. So that's like not something I can even think about to like restock or reorder. So diapers and wipes. They just come. They show up. They're on repeat. So anything that I can get on a subscription, I will do my best to get on a subscription.
Vitamins.
I don't think it's more expensive, and it takes that piece of my brain.
The mental piece.
Yeah.
Yeah, I completely agree.
Yeah.
And autopay, similarly.
Elaborate on that.
Yeah, that was
like
a random
bills?
statement.
Yeah. Like, what do you mean?
Like, you didn't read my mind there?
Yeah, I'm like...
Yes, on bills. Everything that can possibly be on autopay is on autopay from a bills perspective, which I think of similarly in terms of like automating. So automating subscriptions and automating bills. That's why I went there.
Okay, so like any normal standard bill that just has to get done is on autopay.
Yes.
Okay.
I'll review it after the fact when it comes through my transactions.
I think ours are too. I mean, that's a work in progress for us. But yeah, I feel like the big ones are on autopay. Even my sleepy time drops that I was telling you about, the Dr. Green, they're on auto.
Yeah.
They're on subscription because everybody in the house is going to need them. Just someone's teething or someone's irritable or whatever. They all get sleepy
like our
drops.
Lotion, our diaper cream, like anything.
Yeah.
Same. Anything that we use regularly.
Auto.
Yeah.
Okay. What else? Should I just keep going? I mean,
cleaning. Okay, so I'm thinking about the biggest one that we do for cleaning. This is a small one, but I never used to do it before I met my husband. We run the dishwasher as the last thing we do before we go to bed every single night. And then we empty it very first thing in the morning. So it's always like ready to reload. And then if we fill it up, then everything's hand washed. So there is never a dish left in the kitchen. And everything when we wake up in the morning is clean and we start fresh. And it's a really nice way to do it.
Yeah.
I love it. Now
I thank God I have
imagine.
2 dishwashers. So like something's always going,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, I do.
We try to like keep it as I will say, I do not care about cleaning. It is the thing I care the least about. I do not care about it. It is not a life or death situation for me. And I just do my best.
So when you say cleaning, do you mean like tidying? Like, do you care if there's a bunch of things around on counters or not really?
I care to the extent that I'm like, I need to get that done. And when I have a minute, I'll get that done.
Yeah.
And so we have a housekeeper who comes every Wednesday. She's amazing. She's just like part of the family now. We don't, like, I don't have to say, go do this. I don't have to say, go do that. Like, she does literally everything. So Wednesday is when the bulk of our cleaning gets done. And she's there all day. And so then with that said, I know on Wednesday night is our eating out night. Because she's just cleaned the kitchen, she's cleaned everything.
Totally.
I'm not going to be, but on Tuesday night, I will make like a big, nice, fun meal. Because then in the morning, she's going to come and like, clean everything up. And then I also, on Tuesday night before she comes is when I clean out pantry and fridge.
Yeah.
Like get expired stuff out and then she can like deal with it in the morning. Mm-hmm. So, but like little things around the house, it does drive my husband crazy.
Yeah.
But if I were doing it I would literally be doing it all day. Like with all 3 kids,
I get it.
So like I try to do my best. If I'm going to that room, I'm like, oh, I need to take this to that room. But I'm not freaking out about it. No.
I pick and choose my spaces. Like my office needs to be clean and tidy. Otherwise, I'm like mentally not settled as much. And same with my bedroom. But other areas, like all the kids' areas, it's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have a playroom upstairs. And so I do like to keep the kids' area because I feel like if their areas are messy, then they go crazy.
Oh.
So that's more of a priority to me.
So we're the opposite.
What?
Well, because those are the one areas I don't bother tidying too much.
Oh, no. Those ones are those are on lock. Because I like their toys to be organized. And then if you get one toy out, you got to put another toy away.
That's true. We do try to do that.
We're very into that.
Yeah.
But like they'll do slime and Play-Doh and glitter and I don't care. It literally doesn't impact my life at all. But my husband is like, oh my gosh, there's glitter everywhere. I'm like,
who cares?
So what? They're 3 and 2. Like,
The ages. You just have to pick and choose your battles.
I pick and choose my battles. So when people ask me about cleaning, it's like on the back burner for me. I know that sounds crazy, but it's very just like I will get to it when I get to it. And then for organization, I also do it in the moment. So like if I'm getting dressed and I notice like a bra or a shirt or pants or something that I'm like, oh, this is old and I just don't want this here, I will remove it and put it in a donate pile like then and there.
I would say though that it's on the back burner, but you have your house cleaner coming every Wednesday. So you have a system in place that is helping you stay so it doesn't ever get overwhelming, right?
Yeah.
Because she's always there. So that's a system that you have in place.
Totally.
To outsource cleaning. So then the rest of the days of the week, it can be like really low on your priority list.
Yeah.
And it's not ever going to get to the place that like your whole house is a mess. Total complete mess and it hasn't been cleaned in months. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And on the Fridays that Ashley is there, she's in charge of baby cleaning.
Yeah.
So she's in charge of like the kid, like restock the diapers, empty the diaper pails, do the kids' laundry, all of that. So she just knows that that's her responsibility. And then Teresa on Wednesdays knows like she has everything else.
So that's a big part of it too. They know what their responsibilities are. And that's how it is in our house too. Like
we're not talking about it.
Yeah, you're not talking about it. You're not having to like re-explain. You're not having to be like, hey, will you take out the trash tonight? Or hey, will you vacuum? Like my job is vacuuming. I am always the one to vacuum. Jeff is always the one to empty the dishwasher. Like they're just there's no discussion about it. And then he's also the one that's going to tidy up before our cleaning ladies come on Friday. And it's just everything happens because it's already been agreed upon. And I think that's a really big deal too.
What's up with that? I don't do the cleaning before the cleaning lady. That doesn't ever make sense to me.
Oh my gosh.
Like what are we cleaning for, the cleaning lady?
It's not cleaning, it's tidying. So the difference being like, I'm not like wiping things down. I'm just making sure that they can access everything. So if like my daughter has a bunch of toys in her room, then we're going and we're putting them where they belong in their spaces. So then they can come in and like truly clean and tidy everything.
Teresa does all that. She's like tidying and cleaning.
She's yeah.
Yeah.
Ours are just like, we have a team of people. They come in, they clean, and then they get out. And it's like a little different than having one person that's kind of like
truly
living there.
Housekeeper. That's
yeah. It's a bit of a different scenario.
Yeah.
But that's what that's about.
I do hear also from people who are like, oh, I don't know if I could like hold that expense. But I think if you find the right person that like takes that like, I mean, it's real. I mean, to me, and like even when we're budgeting, it's like that is a non-negotiable because you get so much done in the day that I am never gonna like with all 3 kids running around, I'm never gonna be able to get done what you do when you're just like laser focused. She puts her little iPod in or whatever, her little ear pods, and she just goes and knows exactly what to do. And it takes so much stress off of me. I'm not thinking about, you know, oh my gosh, laundry's piling up. Oh my gosh, the floors. Oh my gosh, vacuuming. I mean, we have 6 freaking bathrooms. I'm not going around cleaning 6 like she just takes all that off of me. So I would rather, if it was like a budgeting issue, because I do hear this from people, I would rather budget somewhere else than that. So I kind of feel like weighing out what's like actually important to you.
That's why it is so important to know your numbers. Like, but having a financial management system, like a way that you actually know what you're spending and what's coming in is so important because then you can make those decisions. Because I'm the same way. I would rather buy back my time before I do really anything else with any additional income. You have to hit you have to hit your main expenses, like your living expenses and everything else. But anything discretionary, that's the first place it's going.
Yeah.
And that's what that is. It's
I would
back
cut
your time.
out if it was like get my nails done or have Teresa. I would have Teresa. Like there's no, you know.
Or like I'll have some clients that are going to have big birthday parties for their kids, but then can't afford other things like having a nanny or do things. And I'm like, well, let's just, that's fine, but let's make sure you understand your trade-offs and you know what you truly can afford and where you could make things work that might be a little bit more advantageous
in the big picture for the long term.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I want to back up for 1 second because we started talking about it and then we got off on a tangent. So I am going to be a little bit opposite of you in this. I have figured out that the workout does not give me more energy. I need the sleep. So I've kind of like trialed and errored this where the baby will wake up in the night, make up once, make up twice or whatever. And then I'm like, I'm still going to go to the 5:30 a.m. wake up, you know, or 5 a.m. wake up to get to the 5:30 Pilates. And I think it does the opposite for me. Like I'm in such a bad mood after. So what I've realized is that I have figured this out about myself is that extra 30 minutes or hour of sleep will make or break me.
Yeah.
Like no system, this is for me personally, no systems in the world can outweigh or like outrun lack of sleep. For me, if I don't have sleep, my whole system is gone. So I feel like knowing that about myself is really important because foundationally, I just have to, like the baby was up for a bulk of last night and Michael was out and gone. So I was solo with all 3 babies. And Jaja was up most of the night just fussing. And I did have a 5:30 a.m. workout. I'm like, there's no way.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm going to sleep. And I have even tried, like she'll wake up once in the night, I give her the bottle, put her back down. And then I'll still make it to the 5:30 a.m. class. And I'm like so irritated that I'm there. I'm not enjoying it. I'm not giving it effort. I'm like, I should have just freaking slept, you know?
Totally.
So having that extra 30 minutes or hour of sleep for me can make or break the whole day. Like my mental, how I think clearly, my patience, how I respond to the kids. I need that 30 minutes of sleep.
For me, if I'm sleep deprived or if I have broken sleep, I would never do like a big workout like that. Like going to Pilates is like a solid workout, like and you're committed for an hour. What I do is probably like 10 minutes of weightlifting, which is a really different level of output.
Yeah.
And it's still completely different for every different person.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that makes sense to
I
me.
just was like thinking about it. I'm like, trial and error, and I need the sleep.
And I need the movement. We're all
different. And you know
different.
what's funny though too, like even at night, so not the next morning, but like even the night before, because people will say like, oh my gosh, I don't know how you get it all done. And then I'm like, what time do you go to the bed? And they're like, oh, like 11, 12. And I'm like, I'm asleep by 9.
Yeah.
I read my book. I mean, maybe 9:30, but like it's very like I read my book because people say that like, how do you read? I'm like, well, I read right before bed. It's like how I shut my brain off. Even if it's 30 minutes, even if it's 10 minutes, I read before bed for my book club book. And then it's like triggers my body and my brain. We're not doing screens. We're not looking at stuff. We're not doom scrolling. We're reading and then we're sleeping. And so I don't know. I feel like kind of people overlook sleep a little bit. Like I was just with a friend who was like, oh, I don't know. I'm so exhausted. I'm like, well, what time do you go to bed? Like a 1. I'm like, your body like starts to go into rest and digest at like 9. So you're like skipping this whole, which I know is a different topic for you right now because you're not sleeping. But
it's
for
not
people who have
purpose.
the opportunity to sleep, I think they do other things with that sleep, or sorry, with that time instead of sleeping.
And it can be really easy to do because it's like the concept of revenge bedtime procrastination when you feel like you have not had time to yourself all day because you've been doing things for other people. And then you finally have a minute to yourself. And it's like, I deserve this moment to just like feel good. And so for a lot of people, that might be scrolling or TV. Like I know that's what I always desire to do. But then I have to fight that desire and be like, no, it's not what's for best for me. So then I'll go through my nighttime procedure and go to bed. But it's a big part of my course, Wake Up Different, because it's about like, what are you doing to get to bed on time? Do you need a timer that tells you now it's time to get started winding down so that you don't accidentally look up and it's already 11?
Like, oh my gosh, yeah.
I completely agree. It's a big deal.
That's interesting because I don't have that. It hits 8 and I'm like, let's wrap it up. I'm good. Like I have no desire. I don't want to be on my phone anymore. I don't want to turn the TV on. My husband will be like, let's watch a movie. I'm like, oh my gosh.
See, I'm so different. Like I'm so productive at night. I could work for hours. Like I could just go. And I have to force it. So I think there's different parts. I mean, everyone's different.
Yeah.
But I really wake up at night. And so if I wasn't really disciplined at going to bed, I would suffer in the morning.
Yeah, that is interesting. I think my husband's like that because he'll be like, oh, I've been so busy all day. I just want to sit and watch a movie. I'm like,
oh yeah.
That's like the last, I don't know.
Oh my God, there's nothing better. I just lay there with my husband.
It gives me such bad anxiety. It like actually puts me in a bad, he'll be like, do you want to watch a movie with me? And I'm like, it is literally the last thing I want to do is sit and watch a movie with you. Like there's nothing I want to do. Not with you, not with him. I want to be with him, but I like you want me to sit and use my precious brain power watching like Marvel movie? Like I can't. I literally can't do it. I need to just go to sleep or read or do something productive. But I just don't like TV in general.
Clearly. Because for me, it isn't even using my brain power.
It's such a waste of time.
It's such a waste of time.
It's a waste of time.
But we all have our things. Like, God, it's a guilty pleasure. I just love it.
Oh, I hate it so much.
I have strict limits around how often I can watch TV and how long I'm going to let myself watch TV. And it's like
sitting and watching TV, I think is like my biggest anxiety inducer ever. I'm like sweating while I'm sitting there. My heart is like palpitating. God. Like there's nothing I'd rather do less than this.
That is so interesting.
I absolutely hate it.
Is it because you're not being productive? Is that like the main reason, do you think? Or is it something with the screens?
I think it's that I'm not being productive.
Yeah.
Like this is zero benefit to my life. It's not helping me rest.
Yeah.
It's not helping me wind down. It's not making me money. It's not bettering my health.
You're not like learning or something.
Like what am I doing here? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think like the last fight we got in, he was like, let's watch a movie. And then I like lost my shit.
Oh my
Sorry.
God.
Sorry, Michael, I love you. I don't even remember what movie. He was
so
like, let's
funny.
watch this show. Oh no, it was oh my gosh, it was like a show about like special needs people finding love.
Oh yeah, Love on the Spectrum. So good.
It put me in such a bad mood. And I honestly couldn't sleep. I couldn't sleep that night. I was up all night. And my kids didn't wake up, but I was like, I just watched this dumbest show I've ever seen in my life.
Oh my God, it's so heartwarming.
That's what he said. And I was like, this is my nightmare. I can't.
Oh,
not them, but like the sitting and the watching this. I'm like,
oh, well, everybody has their thing. You don't. A lot of people have their way that they do the revenge.
So do you watch
bedtime
TV at night?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you do?
Yes, definitely.
Even though you're not sleeping?
Oh, no, I have rules. It depends like what time I go to bed. If I don't have anything that I need to do and everything's been taken care of, I'll allow myself 30 minutes before I go to bed after I put everyone down. So it'll be like 7:30 and then I'm asleep at 8 and then I'm up every 30 minutes from there. So
That's crazy.
yeah, it's not like this big long binging of TV.
You don't like reading?
I do enjoy reading, but I often feel by the end of the day, like I have been on and working all day, that I'd actually like to turn my brain off. Like I have no interest in watching a documentary or anything serious because it's too much for
Yeah,
my.
you have to like think about what's going on.
Yeah, similar to how you said it doesn't help you wind down. It does help me wind down. It's not my true wind down. I mean, after TV, then I go through kind of my own steps to actually wind down. I'll review my day, do some breathing, do some reflection, and then go to bed. So it isn't like I go from screens to bed because I think that's tough for our minds and impacts your sleep and everything else. But it gives me a sense of joy that I really like.
I think that's important though, to have
Your thing. Have your joy, whatever it is.
Yeah. Mine's books, I think. There's nothing better. Or like
Books
reading
are
my
great.
devotional. Like I do like a nighttime devotional where I'm like, read my Bible, pray, do my whole like reflection of the day, end on gratitude.
Which is undeniably better for you than watching.
That's
my
what I was like.
episode of
I'm
Shrinking.
watching these people try to fall in love, and I could be reading my Bible.
I mean, it's better. Nobody's going to argue with you there.
I know.
I
But we do, I
I
will say, get into, I mean, my husband and I are together so much, like throughout the day. And I think we have accepted, like, we don't often get alone time together.
Yeah.
And we have so much fun when we do, but like, he'll watch a show if he wants to watch a show, and I won't, and whatever, and we'll kind of just like have that discussion. I'm like, do you really want me to watch this with you? He's like, yeah, I would like that. I'm like, okay, I'll do it.
Oh, yeah, I'm a freak about it. I'm like, you can't go to sleep if I'm watching a show. Like, you have to watch it with me.
Oh. Is Jeff like me? Is Jeff like in torture?
No, he loves it. He loves it, except when he's too tired, and then he's like, just let me sleep.
Please, let me
like,
go.
there's 10 minutes left
he's
on
like
the timer.
he's like a prisoner. Like
I will say
TV
we
land.
used to take more advantage of our free time. Like we would put the kids down and then we would play like a board game, Carcassonne.
We love
So fun.
Scrabble. We're big Scrabblers.
That is such a nice time
Chess.
for connection.
Yeah.
At this point with
No, it's not for
Scarlett
us. Yeah.
destroying our,
Yeah.
capacity. Bed.
Micro organization. Did I already touch on this? I will do almost weekly. And this might sound a little crazy, but I will actively throughout the week look for toys, clothing, shoes, things in the garage to get rid of.
And
I feel like it feels better that way because I think we all have stuff sitting around that we're like, my kids haven't played with this in 5 years, let's donate it or whatever. I haven't worn this, let's donate it. So I will try to be doing that during the week. And then once a quarter, do like a big haul where I hire someone also, which I feel like the money is so worth it. You can spend a few $100s and have someone come in and just like clear out and organize. So I do that once a quarter, like a big one. Closets, toys, garage, whatever, pantry. But I think the like micro organization throughout the week helps so much.
Okay, one thing I'll say that's I've noticed interesting with my clients about organization is once you start organizing an aspect of your life, like I'm going to use task management because if we're talking about how we get things done, I'm like live and breathe by Asana. And so I'll give you an example of a client that recently I just helped her implement a task management system. And she's like, I am 10 times more productive than I've ever been during the day. But she's having more side effects as well. She's like, and now I feel like because I'm more organized in this aspect of my life, I want to go through all my file folders. And she's like, what do you use to organize your online filing system? What do you do to organize kids' artwork? Like every aspect of her house is more organized. And I've seen that with other clients too. They're like doing these huge closet overhauls because once their mental load is more reduced and they have a place that they can put everything that needs to get done, it's like, okay, now I have the capacity to organize other aspects of my life, and it all kind of trickles down, and then everything starts to feel more organized.
Yeah. Well, and it feels really good. Like when my pantry gets organized, I'm like, oh my gosh, I feel like I can take over the world.
It's the best.
It's so crazy how extra stuff really weighs us down without us realizing it. And so that's why I like to do it during the week. Like if I just see a random toy, I'm like, I throw it in a box in the garage. And then at the end of the week, this box goes away.
I have in each of the kids' closets, like a little bin. And so anything, if I realize that it's too small, it goes right in the bin. And then when the bin gets full, that's when I'll go through it and I'll like donate, sort, do whatever.
Yeah.
But then it's like slowly I'm doing it instead of just setting aside one day where I'm going to go through all the closets. It's helpful.
I think doing it micro organization is what I called it. I did just hire an assistant who's my sister, by the way. You all know her. She has a tech background, so she can help me with Larissa's list and also some other things. But also you could hire, there are a lot of companies, even for stay-at-home moms, that I've been getting served these ads that are assistants like that you don't need like a full-time assistant, but like just those things that have to get done, but maybe it's not a priority for you to personally do them, like returns and shipping box or, Amazon returns or whatever.
Yep.
Taking that box to donate it. Like I feel like all of those little things add up.
Totally.
And then it feels very overwhelming. So even if you have the system of like, oh, okay, well now all the clothes have made it into the box. Okay, but now I have to take the time to take it and go donate it somewhere. That's just one of many. Like it seems easy, but it's actually just like one of many little things that add up. And you can hire someone to do that for like very little. I mean, you could spend like very little money and have someone just knock out all of those tasks for you.
And it's so time of life specific. There might be times in your life where it's no problem to go by Goodwill and drop things off. But then when you're in the heat of it and you have 3 little kids and you're busy, no, that time actually really, really matters.
There's no way.
I know.
Like all these Amazon returns, I'm like, I'm not loading up my 3 kids and driving to the Amazon drop off to sit like, it's just not happening for me.
I know. That's Jeff's job in our house. He gets all those types of tasks.
I mean, my husband's so freaking busy. He's not doing it. He has his own tasks that he needs done.
I get it.
So I think, and I really try to pick out things that are not, like that need to get done, but they're not important for me specifically to do. Like even booking the kids, they're going to start going to myofunctional therapy. So I was just like, call this number and get a time that, works for us. And she obviously knows the kids' nap schedules and whatever. And she filled out all the paperwork and she got it. But like, because that stuff is super time consuming. And I don't need to do it. It's not something that I personally care to do, Just
something
has to get
that
done.
I've done recently that I've outsourced. I have a system for childhood memories. So I don't have a very good memory. So I get like paranoid that I'm going to forget things. So I'm really on top of organizing photos. So at the end of every month, I will go through all my iPhone photos and star the ones that I love. I'll put them in an album and then I'll upload them to a Mixbook folder. So Mixbook is just like they make albums. And then I have I have one album per year. And then I put all of my favorite photos in there and organize them and make an album. And so then I do it like little by little every month.
Them? Does it print them or anything?
Yeah. I print them. And then they're these like big, thick albums that are incredible with all the memories. And like each month has a blurb about like what we did that month. They're really cool. But recently I started using an assistant to actually put all the photos in the album. So like I will choose the photos I want in there and then I'll upload them and then she will go in and she'll design it in a way that's nice because I don't actually have to do that, but it still keeps me organized so I'm not missing any of the memories.
Yeah, I like that. And I just did like a quick, like on average, the average like part-time assistant, like if you just wanted to hire an assistant like randomly, say for a couple weeks, $25 an hour in 3 hours. This is just like averages that I was talking to ChatGPT about. In 3 hours, that individual could do a pharmacy pickup, a post office run, a donation run, groceries, returns, and other clerical work. That's $75 a week. So if you think about getting all of that off, $75 a week. Like I would rearrange the budget to figure out how to get that stuff. I mean, I did. I did that, because it's like this stuff was piling up and then just sitting in my brain or sitting in my Asana and not getting done. And now I'm like, please go and take and just handle these things or like the photos or anything like that.
Yeah. It's the beauty of having a finance management system in a way that you really understand your budget.
Yeah.
Because it can make such a big difference. The little things like that, it reduces your mental load. It frees up time for you to do other things that are more important.
Yeah.
I completely agree.
I think stay-at-home moms, which I know you don't work often with stay-at-home moms, but I do think stay-at-home moms have this feeling of like, well, it's like I'm at home, so all of these things are my job. But a stay-at-home mom has like 600 jobs, and so I don't see the problem with figuring out where you can outsource little things. Like cleaning, I hear a lot of like, well, I stay at home and I don't go to work. I'm like, okay, but like you also have to cook and you also have to grocery shop and you also have to do all these things. No wonder you're stressed out and not enjoying your life.
That is just like a classic problem of the should. I mean, that is stay-at-home moms, but it's also working moms, because I do work primarily with working women, but even they have a list of things they believe they should do because they're the woman. Like, I should be the one that does all the laundry because I am the woman. And it doesn't even matter if you work or not. We all have like this underlying belief system of what we should be able to handle. And I think it's really important to be aware of your shoulds and try to counteract them, because the more that you can offload that and only do things that are actually important to you, the happier you are.
Yeah. I got in this like Instagram fight with this girl one time. We were following each other. I don't know her, like a random, and like she would like my stuff and I would like her. So I'm like, oh, okay. And she was not married and didn't have children. That's the hilarious part. And her whole thing was like going back to the basics and like getting rid of overconsumption and overconsumerism and whatever. And it was like a generally good message. And I remember she posted something that was like, you should cancel all subscriptions. You don't need Amazon. You don't need any of this stuff. And I commented back. I said, I made like a joke and I'm like, for $9 a month, grocery subscription stays or something. And she like lost her marbles and was like, women have been doing this for hundreds of years and they don't need it. And I'm like, oh, you're going to struggle when you have a baby, sister. Or maybe you don't, I don't know. Maybe you do. But like, what a weird thing to just think, because women have been doing it for hundreds of years. I should like, also women didn't have cars back in the day.
There's
so what
so
are you
many
saying?
things that have changed.
Like, what are you saying?
So much of that's ingrained.
And also, if I can spend $9 and that gives me an extra hour and a half where I could just be playing on the floor with my kids, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and let someone shop for my groceries for me. You know? Yeah. It's just like, it's kind of silly. I think that was I thought about that and then we quickly unfollowed each other. But I think that's like a classic example of like, well, women have been doing this forever and I should be able to do it. Like, what does that even mean? Like,
the number of working women that are breadwinners in their home that still feel like they should also do everything at the home because they are the woman, it is mind-blowing. It's so unbalanced. And I think it's so important just to be aware of if that is your structure and your agreement with your partner, that like you're taking on the home stuff and he's taking on the work, perfect. Yeah. That's what works for you. Yeah. But make sure that there's an agreement and that it's balanced and fair. And then if you have the ability to outsource, awesome, and get help. But oh man, being aware of that like internal dialogue of this is something I should be able to handle is really a big deal.
Yeah. And I think everything sounds really expensive. Like, it sounds expensive to have an assistant. It sounds expensive to get your groceries delivered. It sounds expensive to do, whatever. But when you really look at it, again, to your point, having like a budgeting system, I think then it actually is really easy to say, you know what? Or even just thinking about like, what are the things that stress me out the most? Is it these little random, maybe you like to do all these little random errands. I don't know. I personally don't like to do it. It is so inexpensive for me to take that off. And then what else can I do with that time? I can
so much.
I can pay you $25 an hour to go and do this, and then what am I doing in the in between?
Absolutely.
So I think thinking about that as well, like, okay, if you're going to spend $25 an hour, I'm making that up, but then what do you gain? What else can you do in that time that you could, that you
couldn't do before?
That you couldn't do before.
I just had a client switch from taking her kids to daycare to having a nanny, and it's been completely life-changing because her and her husband now end work and the nanny's prepared a meal for them. And she's like, we spend so much more time together. We go sit by the pool with our daughter. We enjoy our dinner. It's been completely life-changing. I'm getting to go to bed because she handles the cleaning. She does all these things because they have one kid, so she has a bunch of extra time. It's completely life-changing. Yeah. So that's the way to really look at things. But even if you don't have the money to spend, I have my most recent favorite hack.
Okay.
It's called Whisperflow or Resonant. You can download either one.
Okay.
They're apps. I have them on my computer and my phone, and I voice dictate literally everything. I only use my keyboard now for shortcuts. Anything that I'm typing, I just press a button on my keyboard and I dictate it and it shows up and it's much more accurate than like your iPhone one.
Okay.
It saves me so much time.
But what are you saying to it?
Anything. Like any of my emails are dictated. If I'm doing a caption for Instagram, that's dictated. If it's a text to my friends, that's dictated.
In your computer, not into your phone.
Both. Because you can have it on your both. And it can go into any app on your phone. So if you're using like email on your phone or anything that you're using, I have found that to be such a surprising time saver.
Interesting.
Highly recommend.
So we're not voice noting anymore. We're just talking.
No, you and I both like to do our voice notes to each other, I feel like.
Oh, yeah. If you speak to me, it's in voice note. Because I'm not sitting here texting you back.
It's
anyway,
too much to type.
I can't, yeah.
But for other things, I don't know, like all my client work now, everything's voice to text. Everything, I am really not typing anymore. And I've been shocked by the amount of time that it's saving me.
So it's called Whisper what?
Whisper Flow or Resonant. There's both. Both are good.
I had to put those in the show notes so we can
A small thing.
find those.
Small and free.
No, see, it really is. It's like little things. Okay, so I put in here having little treats for myself. I feel like they keep me going. Like, stick with me here. I don't know if this exactly relates, but I feel like I'm doing so much all day. I'm doing stuff with the kids. I'm filling my systems. There's so much going on. And being at home and just having like a little something that I love or like a little treat for myself, I'm like, ooh, this is like a little break. Like if it's like a drink or a snack or like a favorite beverage or whatever, just like something. And I will go sit outside for 10 minutes and like drink my drink. Yeah. And in the big scheme of things, you would think like, oh, I'm too busy because I have so many other things doing, like, going on that I need to do. I need to do laundry. But I just need that reset. I will literally go sit outside in the sunshine and have like my little treat because I feel like it just keeps me going. And I do not hit the like 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock burnout. I don't hit it. I feel like I took the break. I took a little break. I'm going to sit and drink this like watermelon Olipop or like I'll get stuff for a coffee like that I like, syrups or whatever for like an iced coffee, and I sit out. I'm like, cool. I had my minute. I had my little treat. Now we're back in the game.
It's so common. It's like a little glimmer in your day. That's the term I use. Like the more that you can find little glimmers in your day that you're really present and you're enjoying that moment, it breaks up all the challenge, like the other challenging parts. And it is the antidote to burnout. It is one of the biggest ones. It's such a big deal. The trick though, and you're really good at this because you're so disciplined, is you're not letting it turn into like an hour of watching TV in the middle of the day or doom scrolling. So having boundaries around it, because that can be the reason like I deserve this can also be the reason that you're having ice cream at noon and then you feel sluggish the rest of the day, or you're watching 2 hours of TV, so having structure where you allow yourself that break and that glimmer in your day and you don't let it, then you move on. Is really.
No, I do. Yeah. It's always outside because that's so beneficial to me, my sleep, my, the air, all the things. And it's quick. Yeah. 20 minutes, maybe 30 minutes max.
Beautiful.
And I'm there and maybe I'm on my phone, like looking at stuff. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm even reading. Maybe I'm just looking out the trees and waving to the neighbors. I don't know, but it's just like it's like my little break that I'm just not. There's no systems. I'm not thinking about anything else. I'm not worried about the laundry. I'm just like, I'm going to have my little.
It's your mental reset.
Yeah.
And a part of that is knowing that you're going to get to the rest. You have the trust, the self-trust that you are going to handle everything else. And I think that's a benefit I've seen with task management systems. But for whatever it is, your ability to trust that you are going to get everything handled allows you to turn all of it off for your 10 or 30 minutes to really just enjoy your moment.
Yeah.
That's walking for me. I go to what I call nature wonderland.
Oh, yeah. Walking is a good one. I mean, I don't do that because mine's always when everyone's sleeping.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of like stuck there. But like my foliage in my house is just so beautiful and I just love it. It's like one of my favorite things about the house. I have like all these beautiful, Italian trees and the bougainvillea and all this stuff. And I'll just like go sit out there. I'm like, this is amazing.
It's gratitude too, which as you know, so powerful, rewires your brain. I mean,
totally.
That is so much healthier than a lot of the other options you could use to give yourself a treat.
You know what? I'm just crushing it over here in
crushing it, Lorissa.
my little nature time in my backyard. But that actually really does help me a lot.
It's a big deal.
And I just don't even care. You know what I think too? I'll say this from personal experience. I used to think, and it was a really hard transition, like leaving my corporate job and then going into like stay-at-home mom mode into like whatever you would call what I do now. I used to think if I was like sitting on the couch, like if the housekeeper was there or like if my nanny was there or even if my husband's home and I'm like sitting outside like sipping my Olipop, I would feel weird. I won't say guilty. You know, I hate the word guilty. That's not like the feeling, but I would just be like, I should get up and go do something. But I'm like, no. And I hear that from a lot of women. They're like, oh, I don't like really like a housekeeper in my house because then I feel like I have to be doing something. I'm like, no, it's literally why you have them there is so that you don't have to be doing the thing.
Anything. Another common one is I feel like I need to be productive all the time because I'm so busy and I have so much to do. But I've found that if you take those breaks, you're actually able to be so much more effective with your time.
Way better. I get way more done.
Of course. I mean, time is so fascinating. Like I could go down a rabbit hole, but if you are exhausted and unfocused, like what you can get done in 8 hours is dramatically less than you could do it with one focused hour if you have energy and focus and know what you're about to be doing. Like you can really hack how you're using your time. And one of those ways is taking moments and forced breaks. Like I set calendar reminders so that I actually make myself take a break because I can get really into what I'm doing. Like I mentioned, my Claude code rabbit hole.
I used to. When I worked my corporate job, I did. I would put a little break in there. Like, hey, go outside or go do something. And there's just a lot of, I specifically pick nature because the research is overwhelming about how being in nature, breathing fresh air, hearing the birds chirping, feeling the wind on your face, like it's literally resetting your cells. It's resetting your nervous system, having the sun rays on your skin, on your chest. Like you're literally resetting your body in 10 minutes, whatever, however much time you have.
Water. I mean, same thing.
Water.
Even like a long hand wash where because sometimes I don't want to splash water on my face because I'll have makeup on. But I'll just do like kind of a long hand wash before I go and get the kids because I have a more structured work day than you. So when it's time to relieve the nanny, I will literally do this like this weird hand thing. And I'm like, okay, releasing the day, like switching my coordinates in my brain. Yeah. Coordinates isn't the word, but you know what I mean? Yeah. Until mom mode. And then I go out and just that like brief intentional reset or bathing or wash or whatever you want to call it helps because then I go into like chaos away from like my focus state and into this like very emotional ups and downs and all the wonder that is parenting. And it allows me to adjust better because there's no commute time, you know, it's like right out of my office into the other room.
I know, it's so funny. Somebody, I think it was maybe we talked about this last time, but I was getting my hair done with my girl Erin and she was like, how do you feel so like good all the time? And I'm like, I just like eat good food, drink water. Yeah. But it's like silly to say that. But I hear from so many moms that are like, oh, you know how you just like eat the kids' scraps? I'm like, no, girl, I don't know how you just eat the kids' scraps. Like, no.
I need food.
Like we're eating food. If you're too busy to sit and eat for 10 minutes or 15 minutes, like, you got to restructure your situation.
It's the basics. I mean, we talk about all the time. That's how it is for movement. If I can't get sleep, then like I have to do everything in my power to make sure that I'm operating at a like good level. And that is making sure all the other basics are really, really covered. And I have really good systems in place because all that supports my nervous system. And as we talked about so many times, like that is the center of the household. Yeah. It has to be on board. Yeah. And so the more attention you pay to that and the basics, I think the better and more smoother your life goes.
And specifically, like it can seem, I mean, you're going to make lunch for your kids, which is different, but like even for myself, I have really easy things that I can make in 5 minutes. Oh yeah. Turkey burger, salad kit, soup, whatever. And they're just in there. And so then, you know what another big one is for me? Every Monday morning, every single Monday, sometimes Sunday night, but by Monday morning, 2 dozen hard-boiled eggs. Yeah. And it's just in the fridge because snacks for the kids, snacks for me, snacks for Michael. You can make egg salad. You can put it with breakfast. You could put it on a Cobb salad. It is just like fuel for everybody. So if I feel like I'm going to tip over and I'm just like, oh my gosh, I just need to eat something, I just grab that.
Which is so much better than
like a processed thing.
Anything
or
else.
Nothing at all and then just being like super out of whack. That's a big one. It's just like my thing.
Eggs are so good. It's so easy.
And it's so easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's another big one. See, these are good. I had thought more work related, but I like all your food and prep ones. This is good.
Well, these are just kind of like what keep me going.
I know. What about, okay, I had one on here for house systems because that's kind of where we're.
Okay.
So I've talked about laundry before. I'm really weird about laundry.
Yeah, you are.
I love my laundry.
It doesn't make any sense to me.
It makes perfect sense.
Okay.
My 6 bins that I sort all my laundry in. And then my 6 bins when it's folded so they know exactly where they go. Everything is like clear and organized, but I won't go too far into that.
Okay.
One that I really like is we have a mudroom right by our garage. Mm-hmm. So everything gets unloaded there. So when we get back from somewhere, I'm unloading the diaper bag and I'm reloading it with supplies like new diapers. So it's ready to go when you leave. Mm-hmm. So that is a small thing. It's not like, oh, I forgot this or I forgot that. Like everything is clear and ready to go. And then I also have a bin in there that has restaurant toys. So when we are getting ready to leave for a restaurant, because my kids don't sit, they need with restaurants, we put a lot of work into it.
Yeah.
So I will grab like the mini Magnetiles and then the things for Scarlett. And then when we get back, it's all unloaded back in there. So just creating little things that make it smoother. So I'm not running upstairs trying to find stuff for the kids.
So mine is, and I've linked this up before and I'll link it up for you, and everyone's obsessed with it. Everyone who orders it is like, this is the greatest thing ever. And they come in many different sizes, but I have like a little organizer in my car and it doesn't leave my car. And it has everybody's diapers. It has extra outfits. It has extra shoes. It has little toys. It has even like cold calm drops. It has literally everything.
Good idea.
And it's in the trunk. Because then if we're running anywhere, the diaper bag does get stocked up, but I feel like I have so many people to like diaper. Like it's not all fitting in that one. It's just like in the car. And then Ashley knows to just take a peek and then restock it. So it's just like
little things.
But like I will say, if it ever gets taken out of my car, like if my husband takes my car to the car wash and then it gets removed and not put back, I absolutely lose my marbles.
Yeah, I bet.
Because it's just, I don't think about it and I get somewhere and I'm like, where's my bin? Because I'm not packing a diaper bag every time I leave the house. I'm just not. That's for me. Specifically, I have like 3 people who like can barely walk. I'm trying to get out the door. So if my bin's gone, I'm like,
that's kind of your on-the-go diaper bag.
That's my bin.
Yeah.
So, then the bin, even actually at the end of the bin, it has an insulated cold pack, snacks, bottles, whatever go in there. But yes, very similar thing. Like I'm not thinking about that every single time. It's reducing
the thought. Like I think the line through all this is how do we reduce the amount of thinking that has to go into this?
Yeah.
Because it makes everything go so much easier.
Yeah, for sure. That's an Ashley task. So she just kind of, when she was with us full time, that was like, she was just constantly cleaning out the car and like making sure that bin's organized and what do we have? And there's hats and there's like all these kind of things. Yeah.
All right. What about, here's another one that my client asked me about yesterday, actually. Kids artwork. I know your kids don't actually go to a school. My 2 go to preschool twice a week though, and they have so much artwork that comes home. My nanny does so much artwork. So we have like an overwhelming amount of artwork. So I came up with a system for it.
Okay.
This is helping the clutter in our house. So a few select pieces get put on the fridge and like hung up or whatever.
Okay.
Everything else goes into a drawer that I have reserved for all the artwork, and it's named and the year's on there. And I just put it in there. And then at the end of the year, I sort through and I find my favorite art pieces and those go in my bins. So I have a bin for each child. I get them from the short years, but you have like different sections for different things, but I will put their most special artwork in their bin for that year. And then it's saved and put in my garage. So I always have the most special artwork, but I'm not just compiling and the rest just get tossed. Because I can't. It's so much. You have to pick and choose. And some of it goes as gifts to like grandmas and stuff like that. It's a great gift.
Do with it what you will, Grandma. It's yours now.
Now it's yours.
It's your responsibility now. Yeah, we don't really have that yet. We do save a couple special pieces. I have a big playroom and I just moved it there, but I got some shelves like this. My friend Amanda, who we're going to have on the pod, she got these really cute shelves where she can like put up like highlighted pieces.
Yeah.
And then I just got a big bulletin board so I can like put stuff up.
Put it up.
Yeah. But we don't have, I mean, my kids don't go to school.
Not a ton of artwork.
Yeah.
We have a shocking amount, I would say. It's one of my nanny's favorite things to do with the kids, which they love and I love.
Yeah.
But then everything is treasured.
I have thought about getting a couple of them and like putting them in like in frames with mats and like hanging them up and stuff. But then I feel like then you're kind of like rotating that all the time.
I've seen ones where you can like pull it out and put new ones in, and my mom has one of those and keep rotating. Okay. We just put them on the fridge and and then save the really special ones for later. But it's just been a small thing because it was starting to pile up, and I was feeling guilty about. I don't know if guilty is the word, but I felt bad throwing it away.
Yeah.
Now I have a system and it's working. Yeah.
I'll have to figure that out once we get to that point. We do a lot of crafts at home, but they're like, and we do homeschool work, but I'm not going to put homeschool up on the wall.
It's not like something that you want to save or a gift. I get a lot of gifts.
Oh.
It's so great. It's so sweet. But you can't have a million
you can't
gifts.
save them all.
I know. Any other big things that we missed?
I have one I wanted to talk about. Well, I have two more big things. Number one, I have started doing, this is a totally unsolicited plug, but it has been working wonders for me. It's called Elix. Have you heard of it? Mm-mm. It's like a traditional Chinese medicine. Like they're like little tinctures.
No.
So it's all about hormones and hormone regulation. And you go online, you fill out your thing. It's going to ask you like all these personal questions like, do you have painful periods? Do you have acne during your period? Like, what's your cycle like? All about your hormones and like your mental stability and all that. And then it's going to spit out, okay, here's your protocol. And I've been doing it for 1 month. And at first I was like, okay, what are these going to like little tinctures going to do for me? Like I really didn't think anything of it. It has been a night and day difference.
Really?
Night and day.
Huh.
I have no more cramping. I am not irritable.
What?
So mine was like a cycle balance, a digestion one, a daily harmony, which is like you take in the morning and it's like harmonizes yourself, like gets you regrouped. I have one at night. It's like yin to like
help you
relax,
turn off and
like
sleep.
So I have this whole protocol and it tells you exactly what to do and how many to do. And you just drop it in tea or water.
It's
you can
natural?
Put it right on your tongue. Yes.
I'm
all
sure.
Herbs.
Yeah.
All natural stuff. And I like it too because it's little baby droppers. I'm not taking a bunch of pills.
Yeah.
And so I already have my cycle back from the baby. From the last one, which was just like awful. I'm like irritable, I'm crying, I'm cramping, like the whole thing. To the one that I just had, and it was night and day. I'm like, oh, nothing.
How much is it?
Good question. I don't know that.
I'll have to look into it. I have some clients I immediately think of.
Check
that could
it out.
use it.
I mean, it was like like truly, I was like, there's a night and day difference. And I've been very diligent, so I do it every day. I do my, my daily.
Maybe I need it actually. I feel like I'm going through menopause. I get so hot at night. Hot flashes.
So there's a ginger one.
Yeah.
Which is like your chi and your liver and all that. So I do the ginger aid one.
All right. I'm going to check it out.
It's a whole, and they're all in like glass bottles, which I love. I don't like the plastic stuff. It's just incredible.
Okay.
So I feel like that has helped me so much navigating the day because the hormones is just like such a huge thing.
So we've covered body. Like I think that all is body, right?
Yeah.
So it's like sleep, eating well. It's making sure your hormones balance, making sure you're getting movement, big one for me. So covering those basics. We've covered kind of like the household.
Yeah.
How we're doing micro-organization, I think is what you called it.
Yeah.
Organizing as you go, different house systems, like having a go bag or what's in your car, having a system for kids' crafts, photo albums. Oh, one thing that I'll say that's been helpful in terms of household management actually is gifts. So when I get an invite, first of all, there are so many apps that invites get sent through now.
I hate it.
So what I do is when I put it in my calendar, like right when I get an invite, I will
put it in your calendar?
I will put it in my calendar and I'll say where the invite came
That's
from.
smart because I will lose them. If you send me a digital invite,
It's
I will
hard.
ask
It's
you
like,
four
is it
times.
Evite? Is it, where do I
you
find
could
it?
search the name and it still doesn't pop
doesn't
in the
show up.
text. And maybe your grandma sent it to me. Oh, it is my nightmare.
So it's like part of
Sorry,
full
everybody, but it is.
text message. So I know exactly how to find it.
Smart.
And then I will buy a gift then. Like I will sit or I'll put it on my task manager to do it like the next time I'm at my computer. And then I will also add the note in my calendar, gift purchased and what it is. So then it's just off. It's off my plate. And I don't have to think about it until the day is coming and I'm not last minute scrambling. So that's been really helpful. And then for birthday gifts for any of my nieces and nephews or like very close friends, I do custodial accounts. I have actual investment accounts that I've created for the kids.
Oh, that's smart.
It's so amazing.
Yeah.
They get access to them when they
We
turn
have that,
21.
but it's called something else. It's called I don't know. It's another app where people can, instead of doing gifts, they can give money into invest into stock, Google stock or something.
That's
right?
That's essentially what this is. I manage the account on their behalf. I transfer money for every birthday and Christmas. And then as they get older, I get to talk to them about the investment. They have a say in how they want to invest their money. They get to learn about the stock market because I'm really passionate about investing.
Yeah.
And then when they turn, it continues to grow. So they get to see in real time how their money is growing in the market versus had I just bought some plastic toy that they're going to throw away in a year. And then when they're 21, they get all the money. And I mean, these accounts are growing rapidly. It is so cool. But I have a system every month that prompts me to go in and do the trades and then print the trade confirmations for all the birthdays for the month.
I like that a lot.
So it's organized. I'm not doing shopping for all those like really big birthdays that come every
Yeah.
year. But and then I put it in a binder and write a little note. It's really cool.
I love
it.
Yeah.
It's my birthday gift.
That is a really good one.
Hacks.
I do, I have a box. I love it. And every time it gets moved around in the garage, I'm like, where's my box? It has organized cards, greeting cards, birthdays. And I just buy them. If I'm out, I see it, I like it, it goes in the box.
Yes.
Because there's nothing worse to me than you're like last minute, like, oh, I don't have a card. It is like, I just hate it.
It's so annoying.
So I have bags. Gift bags of all shapes and sizes, generic, like doesn't say happy birthday. It's just, they're just pretty. Tissue paper.
Yep.
Wrap. It's all in one box. So if we have an event, we need a bag, we need tissue paper, a card, it's in there. You just filter through. Girl birthday, boy birthday, whatever. It's all organized.
Same. And then in that same, mine's a cabinet, but I have all the exact same things. And I have hostess gifts.
Hostess gifts. And I rotate the same hostess gifts. I can link them up for you. They're just simple, easy, beautiful. They're all around $25 and I just stock them up. And so if we're leaving, I'm like, oh, I'll just grab this, item and I'll just throw it in a bag. And you don't have to think about it.
These are good ones.
Yeah.
They're helpful. All these things make a big difference because the stress when you're rushing out to get somewhere and you forgot something, you can't find things, that
My nightmare.
carries on.
My absolute nightmare.
That's how I felt today. Scarlett went ballistic right before I left for the podcast. So then I was running 5 minutes behind. I hate being late. And then I'm like driving faster. I'm rushing more. The whole thing is like, it's just not the way to live.
No, it's not the way to live. I'm such an early bird. I hate being. I'd rather be early and just like,
oh yeah, who wouldn't?
relax.
It's so much better.
Yeah.
Yeah. Same goes for parties.
Okay, my final thing, I feel like I would be so remiss if I didn't say this because this is like I should have started with this. For how I get it all done. It's my closing statement, everybody, okay? Is I pray a lot. And I pray for discernment in everything. Like if this person is not meant for me, just please remove it out of my path. If this project isn't for me, if this company isn't for me, if this deal, whatever it is, if I'm not meant to go to this event, I'm just like, I just pray for discernment, which I feel like helps me so much just weed through all of the noise. And I really listen to that like gut. And I mean, I'm obviously like praying like, okay, if this is for me, bring it to me. If it's not for me, don't have it be for me. So then I don't feel like I'm in this constant of like, do I go to this or do I fight for this deal or do I, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like it's not a warrant to be like lazy or like complacent, but I'm just every single day I start my day with like, give me discernment for what I spend my time on and what I don't spend my time on, which I feel like totally sets like the trajectory of my day. Because when I'm getting sent a million things, I'm like, okay, what is for me and what is not for me? So that's like I literally start the day like that, no matter what.
I think that's awesome. I think having a way that you are truly valuing your time, and that's how you're staying super clear on your priorities and really clear about how you want to invest your time, is so absolutely important and life-changing.
Yeah.
I have seen that with my clients over and over again. One that just implemented a task management system. I told you about it earlier. She's 10 times more productive. But on our last call, she's like, the one thing I really didn't understand would be such a huge side effect is how I value my time is so different now. I just got asked for help with a tax question. Normally, I would have spent a few hours, really tried to help this person. Now I didn't. And it just isn't, I don't have the capacity for it. And I feel more comfortable saying that now because I can clearly see everything else that I need to get done that really is going to serve my life. And that's what I have to focus on right now.
Totally. Yeah.
Having that discernment, having a clear understanding of where your time is going is absolutely the key to everything else that we've just said.
Yeah.
It's the key to making
It's
sure
literally the foundation of everything.
It's the foundation. It's how you're investing in your body to make sure your energy's there. It's how you're creating your systems in your household for your business. Everything else, how you're setting boundaries, all of it comes back to how are you treating and discerning how you're going to use your time. I love that
100%.
word, discerning.
Yeah. It's the discernment. That's what you pray for.
Oh, that's
Lord, give me, and
fancy.
also I'm like, okay, Lord, you gave me these 3 kids, so give me the patience, give me the, you gave me these kids, so I was actively trying not to get pregnant with a couple of these, and you gave them to me, and now they're mine, and these beautiful angels are like, you got to help me out here, you know? You gave me a brain that wants to work and create, and you gave me, so it's like, discernment is like, literally I pray for discernment every day, because otherwise you're going to get thrown a million things and you're going to say, do I spend time on this or do I not? And is this important? Is that not important? And so starting the day like that for me is like not negotiable. That's like the foundation of everything for me.
It's just faith, right? Like whether you're religious or not, like having faith that things are going to work out. Like you believe, I feel like I know this about you, that you are going to figure things out. Like you can handle it. You have the patience. You have the ability. You have enough time. You have a seated belief that I'm the same way. Like I will figure this out. I have enough time. I'm going to make it happen. And even just that belief shifts your energy. Because if you wake up and instead you're looking at your phone and you're like, God, I don't have time to do all this today. This is crazy. Like I'm so overwhelmed. That is such a different way to start your day than praying and believing in your faith and everything else that comes with that.
Well, I believe I can do it all because I think of my faith. It's like foundational to like what we believe in, you know? So it's just like, you gave me these gifts, you gave me these kids, you gave me this brain, so use it and show me how to use it.
How to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I like your closing statement.
Okay, that's it.
Yeah.
God is like, I'm like, I just pray. I'm like, what do I do? I don't know. I have like this crazy brain and all these kids. Lead the way. No, but it is true. I think like it all goes back to that.
Yeah. I'm not particularly religious. I am spiritual, but I think that I do also have a deep-seated belief that everything that is meant in life, everything that is given to me for a reason, and that I'm able to handle it, and that I will be able to figure it out. And I'm just going to keep working until I figure it out. And that's what I've been leaning on in this sleep debacle that I'm in. That's truly been one of the more challenging things I've dealt with is this like faith that I will figure it out, and it's going to be hard, and we'll get on the other side of it. And right now I'm going to just rely on everything that I've created and set into place to help me get through it. Because I'll tell you, if this had happened with my first son, I never would be operating the way that I am. But because I've set up so many things in place and so many systems, I am now able to do that. And I'm really grateful for it.
Yeah.
Faith.
We the Christians, a verse that plays in my head every single day is, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Everyone's heard that. So like whenever I am having a rough sleep, I'm like, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Help me out here. But like it is, no, I mean, that's just like a cliche verse that, people talk about, mantra. But it's like a mantra.
Mantras are a big deal.
Yeah.
I preach we can do hard things. Like in this household, we can do hard things. And now my son, I hear him repeat it, and there's nothing that makes me more proud we were in Japan and he's like, it's okay, mama, we can do hard things.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yes, this is a win.
And my kids are like, Jesus will help us. Jesus will give us the patience. I'm like, yes, he will. He will.
See, it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, it is. Okay, great. How do you feel? Good?
Yeah.
Hopefully this was helpful. This is like, sorry, I have like an eyelash. It's sticking to my other eyelash. I feel like this is just like the nitty gritty. It is like the nitty gritty. Like this is like the little tangible things that we do that I do.
Can I add one more thing?
Yeah.
Oh no, it might mess up the closing argument. It's a whole tangent.
Go for it. Now
I'm already
committed. You're committed.
I'm just gonna add that AI is completely changing the world, and I feel like I was sleeping a little bit on all of the skills and the automation that is possible. And so it is hard to talk about systems that save you time without talking about all the different things that can now be automated. So if you are in an admin heavy, something that you are actually doing a lot of typing or anything admin related, preparing for clients, there are so many possibilities out there. Like I have just built a system that is now emailing me every morning and telling me exactly which clients I'm meeting with for the day, a summary of a recap of all of our past meetings, what we're focused on, and helping me be fully prepared so I don't have to take the time to go do it. Like there are so many new possibilities out there. So just an encouragement, if it's something you're interested in, to take the time to go learn a new system or learn a new skill, because that is always time well invested.
I would agree.
My belief.
Yeah. Not specifically to AI. No, I mean, I agree with you.
But generally about systems.
Yeah. Yeah. I think figuring out like what works for you and doesn't feel more overwhelming and like adds to your life. Yes. I mean, I spent so much time in, technology, and sometimes things are like, that's just too much. I'm not saying yours is, but like even clients would be like, that's way too much technology. It's smart. It's great. We don't need it. We want to do a homegrown, whatever. But there's, I think a lot of people misunderstand technology and they feel like it's all or nothing, where you can use it a little bit to what you need it to be. You don't need to have a fully automated robot. If you want to have like a partially automated robot who helps you a little bit or not, like even with Lorissa's list, I am very anti getting answers and information from trusted things for my family from AI. I just am, because AI doesn't think like me. But what I can do is I can train AI kind of to say, here are the ingredients within baby products that I do not like.
Absolutely.
So do not put any of these products. If the product has any of these ingredients, do not put them on my website. Do not even recommend them to me. I do not want
Such a good example.
So it's me and my discernment, and it's me and my values, and I'm using it to my advantage or like to my benefit, versus me sitting and like literally reading everything. Dioxide, So
that's exactly what I mean. Like
you can use it in a way where it's beneficial to you without feeling like I'm just giving away my intuition and my, my brain power to something, if that makes sense. Yeah.
I think that's absolutely true. I think it's such a good example. And I think it's just a good reminder that if you're really overwhelmed, or if you're spending a lot of time doing things, sometimes taking a step back and investing the time to create a new system, whether it's using AI or not, or a task management system or anything else, is such a good investment of your time in order to create a life that goes a little bit more smooth.
Yeah. And I will say this too. It is a lot, and it can be very overwhelming, especially if you're not a technologically driven brain. Weirdly, I'm not. Like, I understand it and I get it, and I obviously, it's like where I built my career, and now have built Lorissa's list. But what I'm good at is figuring out the people who do understand it.
Yes.
Because I don't want to sit and be like there's a way that I want Lorissa's list to look and feel and sound, but like I don't want to sit and build that. I don't want to go figure out the AI for that. I don't want to sit and like write the code for that, but I want to find a individual who gets it and then does that. So like if you're a mom or anybody who is like, I do want to start implementing AI, or I do want to start implementing other technologies to better my systems, but I don't really know how, there are people that can help you do that.
I am one of them.
If that makes sense. You're one of them.
I'm building
you
systems
can hold
for my
like
clients.
are you familiar with Nexus? I think it's called Nexus, right?
Yeah.
You could find somebody on Nexus, or you could find somebody and you could be like, hey, I want to outsource XYZ thing, and here's what I want it to look like and do. And you can kind of like interview people to figure out if that's your right match. And then that Nexus individual has those skills that can then go help you.
Absolutely.
You know?
There's so many different ways, but however you go about it, because you're right, everyone has like, there's nothing that lights me up more than like coding and figuring this out. I'm literally
But I mean, you're not
obsessed
going to
with it.
like sit and be coding for 25 clients. Or are you? Are you?
I don't
are you?
have 25 clients. I only take on a small number of private
okay.
clients for that reason. But I am building out their task management systems and actually building their systems for
okay.
them based
nice.
on their businesses and everything else.
Yeah.
It's something that I love to do.
Okay.
And is helpful for them because that's why they're hiring me, because they don't have the time for it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But to your point,
Makes
there's
sense,
different
yeah.
options, but taking the step back to reevaluate where you're going to put your time, whether it's hiring or delegating or finding a new system, is also a huge key here, that you're not just giving up and saying life is overwhelming. You are actively working to improve your life.
Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with saying, I don't understand this.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't get it. But I mean, that's like literally how I've lived the last 15 years of my life in technology. Like, I'm really smart and I kind of get it, but I also am smart enough to know that I don't fully get it. So I'm just going to align myself with people who do get it, who can better my life, you know?
Play to your strengths, not to your weaknesses.
Yeah.
I agree. That was a good one.
Thank you so much, everybody.
Thank you.
See you
next
on
time.
the next one.